Well, I'm very happy that you and I are on the same page because everything you just said is actually true. And this goes along with what we have been saying on this show for many, many months. Okay. So let me give you in today's conversation the top 10 unsecured credit cards to build credit immediately. So if you have a poor credit or average credit, you can use any of these credit cards to build your credit fast. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to give you the top 10 unsecured credit cards to build credit immediately, okay? Number 10, we have a Credit One Bank Platinum. Our score, 7 over 10. So this is kind of cool. This is an unsecured credit card. The regular APR, 23.99%. The only thing we don't like with this card is that the card comes with a constellation of fees. So they have an annual fee that is $75 for the first year and $99 afterwards. Okay. The rewards rate goes from 0 to 1% cash back. Okay. And the minimum credit is 300. So your FICO score, if your FICO score is 300, you could get this card. With a Credit One Bank Platinum card, you have a 1% cashback on eligible purchases. This is available to all kinds of people with all kinds of credit, okay? And you have automatic credit line increase reviews. So they actually start you with an initial limit that goes from $300 to $1,000, and then every 6 months they look at your account and see if you have been using the card responsibly, and they will bump you up, okay? And you can see if you pre-qualify without harming your credit score. So they have a soft pull process in place. And by the way, you can earn 1% cashback rewards on eligible gas, grocery purchases, and mobile phone service, internet, cable, and satellite TV services, okay? Number 9, folks, we have Opportune Visa card. Our score, 8 over 10. One thing we love with the Opportune Visa card, and we have actually reviewed this card on this show, and they also have a loan, the Opportune loan, okay? With the Opportune Visa, you have an initial credit line of up to $1,000. You can actually get a response in minutes, okay? No security deposit or credit history required to apply. And what we love is that they have great customer service, okay? But there is an annual fee with this card also, but the annual fee is lower. So the annual fee goes from $5 to $49, depending on the state where you're applying from and your FICO score, okay? And the minimum FICO score here, 300. And in some cases, they will allow you to have a 350 in terms of if you have 350 or 375, they will actually allow you to have a better initial credit limits, okay? The ongoing APR goes from 24.90% to 29.90%. So Opportune Visa card, our score, 8 over 10. Number 8, we have the OppFi card. Our score, 8 over 10 also. Now, the OppFi card is, in our view, is a pretty good unsecured credit card for people with poor credit and you want to borrow up to $1,000 and you don't mind paying their $99 annual fee. They also have an APR of 35.99%. Those are pretty high fees. Those are pretty high APR fees. Those are pretty high annual fees. But the thing is, the OppFi card is very easy to get. As a matter of fact, based on our calculation, our research, nobody is denied because they're charging you already. I mean, imagine if they give you an initial limit of $1,000 and they charge you an annual fee of $99 and they charge you $35.99%, that's the maximum APR you actually are allowed to charge in the United States on credit cards. Okay, and basically they're charging you that. So this is a card you can get very easily. But one thing for sure, this is a card you want to get after trying all other cards, but please make sure that you pay your balances in full every month. Very important. And you also want to use the card for 1 year, and after that you just close the account and move on to a better card. Actually, there are better cards on this list. So, but I just wanted to give you want to talk to you about the Appfire card just in case you have no other choice, okay? So Appfire card, initial credit limit $1,000. Our score 8/10. Number 7 we have here the Target credit card. Our score 8.5/10. So in our view, the Target credit card is the best store card to build credit with. Okay, the regular APR it's at 22.9%. And if you're a Target fan, this is really good. The card has no annual fee. The rewards rate 5% discount. They do actually report to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Okay, so this is really good. So one of the best ways to improve on a poor credit score or fair credit score and save a lot of money is to get a store credit card affiliated with one of your favorite retailers. Okay, so this is what it is. Just make sure that you love shopping at Target. So the Target Red card is great because it gives 5% discount back on all purchases and it has no annual fee. So the pros: no membership fees, you can qualify with poor or fair credit. The cons: no rewards bonus, no intro APR on purchases, a higher regular APR. So the rewards details: so you save 5% at Target and Target.com each day. You save 5% when you use your red card at any in-store Starbucks location. Target subscription, specialty gift cards, top deals, clearance, shipped, and drive-up service. You have free 2-day shipping on hundreds of thousands of items at Target.com. You have extended returns for 30 extra days at Target or Target.com. You have exclusive extras, including special items and offers. Okay, so this is really good, and you can access your Target credit card. You can check your credit card account balance, make a payments, and review past statements online. Number 6, folks, we have here the Avant card. Our score 8.5/10. So when we talk about the top 10 credit cards to build credit immediately, Avant is a great player. So they accept fair or poor credit. They have an annual fee of $39. The APR on purchases 25.99% variable, and but they do not offer a balance transfer capability. So they don't have a balance transfer offer. Their initial limits is $300. So it goes from $300 to $1,000, okay? And if you use the card responsibly, they will actually increase your credit limits after 6 months. So the continually monitor your card usage, and they also see your payment history. So overall, if you are a financially responsible borrower, they will actually increase your limit after 6 months, okay? And the thing here is that just make sure that you keep your credit utilization ratio very low, because that's one thing they pay attention to. They pay attention to that. But what we love with this card is that you can actually pre-qualify online. So you don't have to suffer a hard pull. No, they go through a soft. You don't have to suffer a hard pull. You only get a soft pull to see if you actually qualify for this card, and that's it. And the card has no deposit required. This is an unsecured credit card, and they report to all 3 major credit bureaus. Number 5, folks, we have a Capital One Quicksilver One Cash Rewards. Our score 9/10. So when we talk about, so this card has an annual fee of $39. The regular APR 27.24%. And in terms of credit score, they accept everybody. If you have average credit, you have limited credit, you have fair credit, you have poor credit, they will accept you, okay? And the card has unlimited 1.5% cashback rewards. So average or poor credit applicants are considered. No foreign transaction fee, and rewards do not expire. So that's for the pros. What about the cons? Well, do you have high APRs? No bonus spending categories to boost rewards. No welcome offer, no intro APR offer. Anyway, when we talk about credit cards to build credit, you're not looking for rewards. You just want to have a card that is decent, that has a decent APRs, and that reports your transactional history to the credit bureaus, so you can get out of there. You can close them ASAP and move on to something better. That's all it is, okay? So this is it for it. So for the Capital One Quicksilver One Cash Rewards, this is what it is, and you are automatically considered for a higher credit limit in as little as 6 months, okay? And on top of that, with Capital One, you can monitor your credit profile with the CreditWise app. This is free for everyone. Number 4, folks, we have the Capital One Platinum. Our score 9/10. This is another Capital One card, And but this is a little better though. So this is great for if you have a average credit, good to if you have a poor to average credit, this could be good. The card has no annual fee, whereas the Capital One Quicksilver One Cash Rewards had a $39 annual fee. This one, the Capital One Platinum card, has no annual fee. The regular APR is also lower, 26.99%. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that there are no fees charged on purchases made outside the United States. You have travel benefits such as travel accident insurance, auto rental, collision damage waiver, and roadside assistance. And you have access to a higher credit limit after making your first 5 monthly payments on time. Okay, this is really good. So if you have a poor to average credit and you are looking to build up to a good or excellent credit score, it's a great idea to consider a credit card designed for average credit applicants, okay, such as the Capital One Platinum credit card. And what we love is that we love the fact that the Capital One has excellent customer service. Okay, you use this card for a while, you build up your credit, and then you move on to something better. Number 3, folks, we have the Capital One no annual fee card. Our score, 9.5 over 10. So this is one of the best credit cards to build credit. Really, really good. The Capital One no annual fee credit card. Okay, and this is also great. You can pre-qualify for this card. No need to actually suffer a hard pull, not at all. Okay, and the regular APR is kind of decent for this for the subprime field that we are in right now. So you have a 20.24% to 29.74% variable. Okay, your credit score can be bad or fair, not a problem. So with this Capital One no annual fee credit card, no security deposit is required, no annual fee. Did you have a limited rewards program though? Okay, and the rewards are only available at select merchants. Okay, and no balance transfer option available. So again, the APRs range from 20.24% to 29.74%. But when you talk about the Capital One no annual fee credit card, the initial credit limits are more generous. So they go from $300 to $5,000. So this is really good. And you can earn a credit limit increase in as little as 6 months. Okay, just use your card responsibly. You can earn 2 to 10% cash back at select merchants. You can see if you're pre-approved within minutes without impacting your credit score. So this is really good. And you can actually you can take advantage of Pedal's mobile app to manage your money. You can track your spending and you can automate payments. That's really good. And they actually report to all 3 major credit bureaus. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still talking to you about the top 10 credit cards to build credit immediately. Number 2, folks, we have the Upgrade Visa card. Our score, 9.5 over 10. This is a great card, okay? And you can build credit with it. And we love the fact that it has low APRs. So the APRs oscillate from 8.99% to 29.99%. And there's no annual fee. The rewards rate 1.5% cash back. Okay, minimum credit needed, poor to fair. And so in our view, the Upgrade Visa card with cash rewards is one of the best credit cards to build credit with because it has no annual fee and rewards cardholders with unlimited 1.5% cash back on purchases after you pay the bill, of course. Okay, and and one thing for sure is that the card also has no foreign fee. No membership fees. You can qualify for fair, or you can qualify with fair or poor credit. Now, what about the cons? No rewards bonus, no intro APR on purchases, no balance transfers allowed. Okay, and so you can earn a $200 bonus on your upgrade card after opening a rewards checking account and making 3 debit card transactions. So Upgrade is also, they're trying to push their deposit account business. So this is kind of cool. You can earn 1.5% unlimited cash back on card purchases every time you make a payments. Okay, one thing for sure though, it's important to understand that if you want to qualify for the $200 welcome bonus, you must open and fund a new Upgrade rewards checking account and make 3 debit card transactions within 60 days of your Upgrade card account opening. So 60 days. Okay, so this is something that you have to think about. And what we love with this card is that you can combine the flexibility of a card with the low cost and predictability of a loan. Okay, so this is really good, and you can see if you qualify in minutes without hurting your credit score. So they also have a soft pull capability. Number one, the best of the best in our view, the Pedal 2 Cashback No Fees Credit Card. Our score 10 over 10. This is a great card. The regular APR goes from 13.24% to 27.24%. Minimum credit, poor credit, fair credit, good credit, no credit. They take everyone. And check this out. Credit limits range from $300 to $10,000, folks. $10,000. Fantastic. Fantastic. And in terms of rewards, you have 1% cashback on eligible purchases right away and up to 1.5% cashback on eligible purchases after making 12 on-time monthly payments. So 2 to 10% cashback at select merchants. This is really good, okay? And this card has no annual fee. Fantastic. Okay, it's really great. And one thing I want to say here is that the card is not for rebuilding credit, but it's great for building credit. This is an important nuance to have, okay? And so this is a unique card that takes a different approach to the credit card application process. So instead of just looking at your credit score, they also ask for your bank account, your employment history, all that kind of stuff. So the Pedal 2 Cashback No Fees credit card, 10 over 10. Before closing today's conversation, let's talk about, so when we talk about the top 10 credit cards to build credit immediately, of course we are talking about making sure that you meet the requirements to qualify for the cards, okay? So what do you need to get a credit card without credit or with credit? Let's say you have a poor credit or you have fair credit. You need to have a U.S. mailing address. This is important. You need to show income. You need to have a checking or savings account. So all these credit cards that I'm giving you today, they ask for this type of things. It's important, okay? And a credit card can help you build credit fast if you use it responsibly. Because remember, your FICO score has 5 components, and 2 out of those 5 are, I think they can be enhanced. They can be increased with credit card usage. So you have your credit utilization ratio and your payment history. So your payment history accounts for 35%, as we all know, right? And your credit utilization ratio accounts for what? 30%. So this is kind of high. So if you are looking for a starter credit card, make sure that there are a few things you need to pay attention to. Please pay attention to a card that first of all, that has low APRs, a card that allows you to get a high initial limit. Those are important because you don't want to actually, first of all, you want to pay a lot of fees, because some cards will charge you annual fees, they will charge you monthly fees, they will charge you all kinds of fees. You don't want that, okay? Please stay away from those cards if you can. It's all about possibilities. You know, if you can, if you have options, if you have better options, go with those options, okay? And so you really want to look at the APRs. Also, you want to look at the customer service. Do they have crappy customer service or great customer service? So those are important. You also want to pay attention to what we call the flexibility with the initial credit limits, because a lot of those cards, they will give you initially, they'll give you, let's say, $300 to $1,000. That's the initial limit, and they will see how you use the card, and they will bump you after a few months, usually 6 months. So you want to see how quickly they will bump you up. And also make sure that the card reports your card usage to the 3 major credit bureaus. Not 2, not 1, all 3 of them. This is really important because that's the only way you're going to improve your credit score, if your information is being reported to the bureaus. So make sure that the card that you choose will actually report your transactional history to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And one thing I want to say here is that when you are trying to make the most out of your starter credit card, make sure that you pay on time and in full every month to avoid interest, okay? Or at least pay more than the minimum. I mean, we all know life happens, people go through stuff, but try to pay on time, very important. And you want to aim to use less than 30% of your available credit limits at all times. So the lower your balance, the better. Remember that your CUR, your credit utilization ratio, accounts for what? 30% of your credit score. And you want to keep the account open and active. As long as they're not charging you crazily high APRs, our goal and also fees, our recommendation is to keep the account open. Okay, check your statements for mistakes. I'm not sitting here telling you that basically they might be the credit card issuer might be putting some mistakes on your statement, but you never know. They're humans too. Okay, they're not robots out there. You want to monitor your credit score through your credit card issuer's app, if they do have one. Most cards, if not all of them, do have an app, okay? And you want to get your free annual credit report. There's a website called annualcreditreport.com that allows you to actually check your credit score for free once a year, okay? So the best first credit card or the best credit card to build credit immediately really depends upon your situation. But in our view, and we have given you the top 10 here, you can see that our preference goes to the Pedal 2 cashback, no fees, the Upgrade Visa, or the Pedal 1 no annual fee credit card, okay? So it's important to make sure that to qualify for a starter credit card, make sure that you are 21 years of age, and you need to show employment. You need to have a checking account so that you can see so that the credit card issuer can actually see where you'll be making the payments, okay? And make sure that you also look for a starter credit card that allows you to grow with them over time. And for us, the best is the Pedal 2 cashback no fees credit card. Really, they have a constellation of benefits. They have a constellation of rewards. They have a constellation of features in this card that allows you to that constellation, that mixture of elements allow you to actually get an unsecured credit card and move to a higher limit real fast. All right, before I close today's conversation, please check out this credit card evaluation approach. We do have a strong methodology on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and reviewing credit cards. Check this out. All right, folks, I want to recap here the top 10 unsecured credit cards to build credit immediately. Number 1, Pedal 2 cashback no fees 10 over 10. Number 2, the Upgrade Visa 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have the Pedal 1 no annual fee 9.5 over 10. Number 4, we have the Capital One Platinum 9 over 10. Number 5, we have the Capital One Quicksilver One Cash Rewards 9 over 10. Number 6, we have the Evan Card 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have the Target Credit Card, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have the UpFi Card, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have the Opportune Visa Card, 8 over 10. And number 10, we have the Credit One Bank Platinum. Our score, 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.